thrilled to bring this festival to you each year, but tonight, a very special headline gala screening of The Killer. From his music, from music videos and work in serial drama to a body of feature films that is breathtaking in its virtuosity and originality, David Fincher is one of contemporary cinema's most iconic and influential directors. And tonight you are in for one hell of a ride. This is an adrenaline shot of a film. So to introduce the film, would you please make very welcome sound designer Ren Kleiss, David Fincher. Now, we don't want to hold up the action, but we're just going to have some quick questions before. So, Ren, I'd like to start with you. The sound design throughout this film makes really expert use of silence to propel the action and the narrative. Can you tell us a little bit about how you approach this in the making of the film?
Sure. Well, I don't want to spoil the film, but the killer, we don't meet him. Oh, well, we meet him, but we don't really get to know who he is because he barely speaks in the film, and we will soon hear him speaking in narrative form. So the silence comes from when we hear him speak, it's as if we are interior monologue inside of his mind, and then when we cut outside, the sound comes in. So there's a vertical cutting technique that we use for that.
Eric, bringing this graphic novel to the screen with a palette that is as sort of rich and varied as what we're about to see, can you tell us a little bit about how you sort of built the visual architecture of this film?
Sure. I think graphic novels are a very close cousin to cinema in terms of visual storytelling. Graphic novels tell the story within a frame. And for this film, we talked a lot about composition, structure, and scene structure, and how we would arrange the characters within that frame. And I think that really is the core of the work we did on this movie as it relates to the graphic novel. And of course, the palette and everything comes out of what everyone did in production design, costume design, the locations, etc. So it all kind of grew out of that idea.
Kurt, one of the real marvels of this film is the pace. We have scenes of complete stillness and scenes of action. So how easy was it to locate, I guess, the rhythm of the killer's life and world as you were editing the film?
Easy. We're doing this study of an assassin, and his process is very much what we're kind of watching. And for him to sort of be successful, and perhaps that's interpreted as survive, is by control. And when he's in his element, in his process, he's controlling things and trying to formulate a plan. It's meticulous nature of what he's executing, and we're showing that as being quite exacting in how he is. The camera becomes exacting and becomes very smooth and considered. And when he gets his bell rung, that all flips and action starts to clip and the camera starts to come alive, and you show the polar opposite where he's not in control. That was the pleasure of making it.
And David, finally, to the killer himself, Michael Fassbender, he gives a really commanding performance in this film. So I just wondered if you could tell us what attracted you to working with him on this project.
Sure. I mean, this is an actor who has an amazing conduit. Like, his face and his eyes betray so much, even when, what he's being asked to do is entirely procedural and much more about, like, as he called it, precision modeling. But I'm a huge fan, and we sent it to him, and he said yes. I don't look gift horses in the mind.
Well, neither do we. I'm a huge fan, I bet you're all huge fans, so let's please enjoy The Killer.